A growing body of evidence is bringing renewed optimism to one of the most daunting challenges of modern medicine: the prevention of Alzheimer's disease. A recent study conducted by the Barcelona Institute for Global Health, IS Global, shines a hopeful light on the possibility that something as accessible and straightforward as increasing physical activity during midlife, particularly between the ages of 45 and 65, could play a crucial role in delaying or even reducing the risk of this devastating condition. Rather than relying solely on costly pharmaceutical interventions, this research encourages a proactive and empowering approach rooted in daily habits and long-term lifestyle changes. The findings suggest that even moderate improvements in physical activity during these pivotal years can yield measurable benefits for brain health. The key discovery centers on the association between increased movement and a reduction in beta amyloid, a protein widely considered to be one of the earliest pathological signs of Alzheimer's disease. This protein, when it accumulates in the brain, disrupts communication between neurons and can initiate a cascade of neurological damage long before clinical symptoms appear. The fact that physical activity seems capable of limiting or slowing this process provides a valuable target for public health intervention. Unlike interventions that require invasive procedures or expensive technology, physical activity is within reach for most people. The World Health Organization recommends 150 to 300 minutes of moderate aerobic activity per week or 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous activity. Achieving these goals doesn't necessarily require high-impact sports or intense regimens. Brisk walking, dancing, swimming, or cycling can be enough to contribute significantly to cognitive well-being. In fact, this global study indicates that even participants who didn't fully meet recommendations but still engaged in some level of regular movement showed improved brain structure, particularly in areas linked to memory and cognition. This is an important detail because it redefines how success is measured in public health terms. Instead of drawing a strict line between those who meet exercise thresholds and those who do not, the study emphasizes the continuum of benefit. The more a person moves, the better the brain seems to respond, even if they fall short of formal activity guidelines. That flexibility matters greatly in real-world scenarios where personal limitations, lifestyle constraints, or pre-existing health issues may make it difficult to engage in intense exercise. The message is both clear and uplifting. Doing something is vastly better than doing nothing, and every step counts. Another encouraging dimension of the study is its focus on midlife, a phase often overlooked in Alzheimer's prevention strategies. Many interventions tend to focus on either early life cognitive development or the late-stage clinical management of dementia, leaving a critical window of opportunity underutilized. This research underscores how changes in the brain related to Alzheimer's begin years, often decades, before symptoms appear. By targeting individuals between 45 and 65 years old, healthcare systems could intervene early enough to delay or even prevent the onset of disease, potentially reducing the future burden on families, caregivers, and medical infrastructure. The longitudinal aspect of the research, following 337 participants over 4 years, adds robustness to the findings. Through a combination of self-reported physical activity levels and sophisticated neuroimaging techniques, researchers were able to observe real biological changes in brain anatomy, such as cortical thickness, a marker closely tied to memory and cognitive resilience. Thicker cortex in Alzheimer's-associated regions of the brain was observed not just in those meeting activity goals, but also in those simply moving more than they did before, offering a strong incentive for gradual, sustainable lifestyle changes. This is not just about disease prevention. It's also about preserving autonomy, mental clarity, and quality of life in older age. Encouraging physical activity becomes not just a medical recommendation, but a deeply personal investment in one's future capacity to remember, connect, and thrive. In this sense, movement becomes more than just physical. It becomes a form of cognitive self-care and future-proofing. It empowers individuals to take part in their own prevention, rather than passively awaiting diagnosis or decline. In conclusion, The IS Global study delivers a message that is at once scientifically grounded and deeply hopeful. Alzheimer's is not an inevitability. While no single intervention guarantees immunity, increasing physical activity in midlife emerges as a highly promising, accessible, and affordable strategy that could reshape how we think about brain aging. It aligns public health with personal agency and reframes prevention as a long-term, empowering journey. It's a future where healthier bodies may just be the bridge to healthier minds, and every walk, stretch, or swim could become part of the solution.